The task you didn't do today was never the hard part. The hard part was arguing yourself out of something you already knew how to do, and losing that argument enough times to start calling it a personality trait. You decided today was the day, a specific hour, a specific task, chosen before you even got out of bed. This isn't the first time you've decided that. It's the 11th time this month. And somewhere between deciding and doing, something happens that you can't quite name. Not tiredness. You've done harder things tired. Not confusion. You know exactly what the first step is. Just a pause, a held breath, a door that was open a second ago, quietly closing before you reached it. You call it a mood. It isn't a mood. Moods pass. This returns. By the afternoon, the task is still untouched, but something else has grown in its place. A low, specific dread, the kind that doesn't come from the work itself, but from watching yourself not do it. You check the time more than you need to. You open the file and close it. You tell yourself you're warming up. You are not warming up. You're negotiating and losing in 5-minute increments all day. Here's the part that should bother you. The days you do force it, grit your teeth, override the pause, get the task done anyway, don't weaken this pattern. They strengthen it. Because forcing it doesn't answer the question the pause was asking. It just outshouts it. And a system that gets outshouted doesn't back down. It escalates. Tomorrow's pause will be a half-second longer. Tomorrow's dread will arrive a little earlier in the day. You've been treating the resistance like an obstacle to defeat. It's not an obstacle. It's a sensor. And sensors don't stop firing because you ignored them once. They get more sensitive and quieter and harder to catch. And it's not confined to the task in front of you either. Notice it in the conversation you keep rescheduling. The call you let ring out, then call an accident. The invitation you left on read for 4 days without ever consciously deciding not to answer. Different task, different day, same door, closing the exact same way before you've even registered there was a door. You've started to suspect this isn't random. You're right. This is the part that isn't about today's task at all. Somewhere in you sits a mechanism that was never built to evaluate emails or workouts or unfinished conversations. It was built for a world where prolonged effort and exposure meant something could go wrong in a way that ended you. A predator, a failed hunt, a tribe that cast you out. It cannot tell the difference between that and a difficult conversation, so it treats them identically. It vetoes both the same way. Before language, before you're even in the room to argue, every time it wins, it generalizes, resetting its threshold for the next hard thing until avoidance stops being a choice and becomes the only shape your responses know. So the next time you feel that pause, don't ask if you'll push through it. Ask what it's protecting you from. Sit in the half-second. Most people fill it instantly with a scroll, a snack, a task that feels like progress. Before they even register, it was there. You just found out you have one. And here's what won't save you. Understanding this. You know more about that pause now than 9 minutes ago, and it hasn't moved. It doesn't answer to insight. It negotiates with proof, built from things attempted and survived, not explained. So you can close this video knowing exactly what that pause is and still lose to it tonight. Understanding was never the same as disarming. What actually moves it, I haven't told you yet. If you want it, that's next. Stay for that part.